Welcome to Limitless Table Talk, where we answer your questions, whether you like it or not. I'm Fern.
I'm Nat. So grab your favorite cup of coffee, pull up a chair, and let's chat.
Let's do this. We asked, for some reason, for no reason whatsoever, we asked, hey, DM us your questions or comments, and we at some point will answer them.
So why not do an episode before the year ends, just answering questions?
We figured we'd do this year-end wrap-up of this 2025 craziness. And we took your questions and...
We're going to answer some. Not all, because there were a lot of messages.
We were actually pretty impressed with how many messages we got.
Yeah.
I was pretty surprised.
Now, these questions, they came straight from you, the listeners. So
we appreciate you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We are humbled by all of your support. So humbled.
So if things get spicy, blame yourselves.
It's all your fault.
You asked for it.
You did it.
I just said that. Stop repeating.
I'm not. Okay, I am. I'm not repeating.
All right. You want to start or I want to start? Who's going to start? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, you did.
Okay. All right. The first question. Oh my God, you did not write down who asked the questions?
I did not. Oh.
You? All right, guys. Sorry. Can't give out the shout out to the people that asked the question because someone who was responsible for it forgot to write that part. All you wrote were the questions.
I'm sorry.
And I didn't double check your work because you said, I got this.
I literally just wrote bullet points of all the questions because the questions were...
There were a lot.
There was a lot of questions. So all I did was write down all the questions because there was a lot of questions.
All right. Whatever. Anyway.
Also, it's a lot of at blah blah, at blah blah, at blah blah. Sorry, I'm not trying to discount who you are, but blah blah blah. It's a lot of it.
All right. Question 1. We were asked. No, this one's a good one. How do you keep your relationship fun during busy or stressful seasons? You got to answer first.
That's not fair.
I asked a question.
That's not... All right. So one of the things that we do is we hang out. We hang out a lot when we're not working. Am I wrong?
Nope, true.
We hang out a lot.
We try to spend as much time together.
Yes.
As possible.
Yes. I try to do as much stuff with you as I possibly can. Like let's go to breakfast. Like let's make a day. Let's do stuff.
Let's not lie. Sorry to interrupt you, but let's not lie.
You asked me the question.
Yeah, whatever. No, I didn't ask the question. The question was for both of us. I just wanted you to answer, but you took too long. No, but seriously, the question about keep your relationship fun during busy or stressful season. It's not always peachy keen. The stressful week, busy week sometimes lingers a little bit into like Saturday morning, even up to the afternoon, because we both do it. You kind of bring it into, you're still stressed or still like irritable or annoyed from the week. Yes. But we kind of, tit for tat, whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? I don't know anymore.
It's true, though. Sometimes Saturday mornings, we're still a little... Yeah, still a little groggy from the week. And we're a little irritable sometimes to start the day.
So it's going to happen. I don't want listeners to think that we wake up Saturday and it's like, hey, not stressed anymore.
I know. Like, not everybody wakes up like Sleeping Beauty.
Right. It's not a perfect relationship.
Even though I look like Sleeping Beauty when I wake up.
Yes, honey.
I definitely probably look like what is it? The
Shrek?
old hag, the evil queen
Oh,
from Snow White. You know, but sometimes you do wake up a little bit kind of, I guess, hungover from the work week, like with the stress and the bitterness or whatever. But then, you have a little coffee, you have
Yeah,
a little
but-
talk, you have a little chat, a little coffee, you work it out, and it's not about the person, it's not about your partner, it's about the stress from the week.
but your partner's the one that receives it.
Right. And
This is whether you're married or
right.
in just a relationship also.
Well, that's what's important, is that your partner understands that it's not about them. It's about what you are carrying.
But it
into the
also goes
weekend.
back to communication.
Correct.
Your partner also needs to realize it's not me. Sometimes it's taken because let's admit, whether it's you or me, we still take it personal. We feel like it's us. And then you kind of want to, it's, what is it? Fight or flight, basically. So you take it personal, but the communication is, okay, this person, my significant other, had a rough week. And you kind of have to tell them, hey, I feel like I don't like the way you answered me. I understand you had a rough week, but we have a short amount of time that we spend on the weekends to be us. So let's reset our day. And that's when you can reset your day, guys. So for us, keeping fun, doing busy and stressful season is doing stuff together, but letting each other know how we feel as well. So communication is always around at all times. And I just take Fern shopping and he's happy.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I think we answered the question.
I think that was good.
That was the best way we could
good.
answer.
All right.
Go ahead. Your turn. Your turn. Pick one.
All right. So, why did you start this podcast? Oof. Rough one from the rip.
That's a good one. We wanted, well, after you and I discussed, it was not something I wanted to do at first. You wanted to talk. You had told me, I'm trying to put it into words because you're staring at me. And I don't know if you're staring at me because you're admiring me or because you're waiting for me to say something.
I'm always admiring you.
Good answer. We talked about everything we've been through as a couple, individually, health-wise, non-health-wise. Oh, sorry. I stretched my leg. And we felt like, why not share it with everyone? It might help someone else out. And people tell us sometimes we're so funny together that people have told us you should start your own show. So here we are. This is our show. Because no TV producer would give us one. Okay. Anyways,
not to say I haven't pitched it, right?
Why did you go ahead? Will you answer it?
Well, I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that a lot of people constantly ask us different questions about life and how we've gotten through and why we always, like, how is it that your guys are always laugh about things or smile about things or like even through the rough stuff, like we know you're going through rough stuff, like how are you like laughing, and a lot of times like life is funny, and if you're not enjoying it, what's wrong with you? Like life is full of surprises and different things, and a lot of people are always asking us like, how is it that you're doing life so joyfully? And I think that it was time for us to share some of those experiences, and as well with our kids. Like they're like, you have adult kids? Like how did they survive? How did you get them to survive?
Hold on, because of course it wouldn't be Limitless Table Talk without some chaos. Amazon rang the doorbell, and guess what? It made all of our dogs crazy, and it was a package for Fern.
I take the fifth.
Whatever. Now I don't even know what you were saying.
I was just talking about how people constantly ask us about parenting, couple advice, and that kind of led us to start this podcast.
Mm-hmm. And then ding dong, here's a package for Fern.
Let's move on.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why? You don't want to keep talking about what came in the mail?
I'd rather not. Because maybe it's for you.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Next question from God knows who. No, I'm sorry. Who sent it? Because you didn't write it down.
Not the point.
This is a good one. I wish I knew who was asking. How do you make time for each other with kids in the picture?
Oof. Man. So you don't. No, I'm just kidding. You have to create it. You actually have to strategize. You have to strategize very well. It's very, you have to know ahead of time. It's not very spontaneous on how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you do have to create those moments. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to plan it.
Yeah. And it can be as simple as, going grocery shopping.
Yes.
Spending. It's a tough one because it also depends how old your kids are. If we're talking about kids 5 and under, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's grocery shopping. It's.
And by the way, those are the moments that are date moments.
Yeah.
People have the misconception all the time.
Why are you snapping?
Milo.
You snapped and look, now he's talking to you. He thinks it's his. We should just make this podcast Milo.
This is
Limitless Table Talk with Milo and Fern.
Milo does his own thing, man. He doesn't care if we're in the middle of recording. He doesn't care if we're in the middle of doing anything. He's like, hey, you're watching a show? Is it quiet right now? I'm going to Milo. Hey, you're recording a show? Is it quiet right now? I'm going to Milo. Hey, you're on a phone call? I'm going to Milo. You're in the middle of a game? I'm going to Milo.
Okay,
He doesn't care.
okay.
He doesn't care. So what I was trying to say originally, but I got Milo'd, is that all those moments, the grocery store, the quick run to like, I'm going to run real quick to Target. I'm going to run real quick to Walmart. I'm going to run real quick to do something. If you can get someone to watch your children for just a moment, those moments are a date moment. Because that's you and your partner taking a moment for yourselves to be together.
Now, that's true, but we've had different seasons in our lives where money wasn't an option. We were tight. We couldn't really just go out.
You mean money was the only...
Like, we couldn't go out and go shopping.
Correct.
Because, we didn't have the money, really. I mean, and yes, people say go, what is it, browsing or window shopping. But you go and then you want something, and then that can create a whole argument, too.
It can.
So we used to find time for each other when our kids were little, where we would either find someone to watch our kids, and we would stay home and watch a show together. Or just even
a movie.
I've noticed that a lot of our things are coming back to like communication.
Yes.
That's your time that you can talk with one another. Like actually sit down, especially when you have little kids. And whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, or you both work.
Yeah.
And then, it's really sitting down and being able to ask, how's your day? How are you today?
Yep.
And the person should be able to communicate their truth without being judged or being like, oh, you're always complaining or whatever.
Correct.
Or if you have little kids in your home and the kids go to bed early because, they have a bedtime, before you say, oh, I'm just going to sit here and read a book or clean the kitchen mess will be there tomorrow. But spending time together, I feel, is more precious right now at the present moment than cleaning that kitchen right now.
Honestly, if you combine forces like Voltron and clean together, that might actually be a fun thing to do,
Oh, good. Thank God you said that. We have dishes we have to wash later.
It's not the point. Yes, that's fine. But what I'm saying
You're washing, I'm drying.
Okay. I'd rather do that anyway. The point is that gives you guys a moment to just mess around and have a good time together or even communicate because you're getting a chore done that needs to get done. And you guys can talk about things over that chore that needs to get done anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like it's something minimal, but it's something that could help open communication where otherwise there may not be communication because this is like someone's doing this or someone else is doing that and you're busy doing this or doing that. Instead, you guys come together to do something that may not be fun for either one of you because who wants to do dishes? And
I don't mind it, but you complain that you don't like to do dishes.
no one likes doing dishes.
I do.
Okay. Whatever.
You're good. Go ahead. Who asked the next? Oh, well, the next
Whatever.
question.
Moving on.
Your turn. I asked a question.
That was your question?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Here you go. You ready? What's a debate you'll never agree on?
Fernando's spending. Period.
Wow. Okay. I got no rebuttal.
That was so easy. I had an answer already.
Okay. Go. Move on.
Well, come on. It's true.
I got nothing.
You're what is it? A compulsive shopper?
I'm a compulsive shopper. Yes. And?
It happens. I love
It
you
happens.
for it anyways.
It happens.
I love you regardless.
It's an unfortunate part of being me. I shop a lot. I am a shopaholic.
All right. That's how you're going to... You actually are regretting asking that question.
I am. Well, I didn't ask the question. Someone asked the question.
I know, but now you just want to move on from the question.
I do.
All right. Someone asked, have you ever finished an episode and thought, why did we... Oh, wait. What in the world does this say? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand your handwriting.
I didn't handwrite anything.
Whatever.
I literally typed it.
Did we say too much in our episode?
Probably every episode.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say we have in the past said, did we say way too much? Especially when you were giving ingredients for my family secret for the pork. Too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably say way too much all the time. All the time.
Okay. Is there another question that we have? Or?
Okay. What's the hardest part about parenting that no one warns you about? That's a good one.
Oh, man, yeah.
That's a good one. Man, thanks, guys. These are good.
That they didn't
Some of these are good, except for that one that I didn't want to answer because it was not good. Whoever sent that question, boo.
I think I know who it was, but
Boo.
Can you ask the question again? Vanna White?
Vanna White doesn't ask questions.
Yeah,
She
I know.
just turns the thing.
It's just because you're cute,
Okay, hold on. Now I lost my spot.
Your dog is snoring.
Okay, yeah, he is. What's the hardest part about parenting that no one warns you about?
How parenting continues when they get older.
It's true. Even as adults, you're still parenting. Because you're still like guiding and you know how it feels? Do you know when you go bowling and you know how some of the kids have little guardrails? Mm-hmm. I feel like we're guardrails. I feel like we're guardrails.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense though, right? Because they're like the bowling ball. Like they keep going, and they keep and we kind of keep them on the lane, kind of, because they'll ask us questions. They'll ask us stuff, and even when they don't ask us stuff, we still tell them stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I also feel like when they're little, like 18 and younger, pretty much, they have no other choice. They, mom and dad know best. Mom and dad, they kind of just listen, especially when they're younger. It's like, oh, mom or dad said that, so it is what it is. As they get older, they get their own personality. They become adults, so they're starting their own lives. We want a parent, but we kind of are like in a different lane now, I guess.
Well, because now it's you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. But we're still telling them what to do. Kind of. Mm-hmm. We're still like, hey, you got a friend in me. But I would suggest you do this differently.
Okay.
Because we failed at doing it that way. So if you want to do it a different way,
right,
we would suggest you do it a different way. But we're not going to tell you to do it that way. We're just going to suggest.
Yeah, we could only just guide.
Right. That's why I said guardrails. We're guardrails.
Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever.
We're not the gutter. We're
well,
guardrails.
no, but we guide, but sometimes they turn and they hit the ditch.
But that's their own choices.
This will have to be a whole other topic one day.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a good one, and I feel like you can answer this one. What's your most chaotic travel story?
We already did that in one of the episodes. I think it was... how many episodes ago was that? Go back and listen.
I don't remember. What episode was it?
It was a couple episodes ago. I think it was New Orleans.
Yes, it was the New Orleans episode that we did discuss. I think it actually was episode 5. Well, you know what? Listen through one through now.
Just go back and listen.
But I want to say it's 5.
Go back and listen through all the rest of the episodes, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think we have time for a couple more.
Okay.
There were a lot, guys.
There was. Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
Just pick one. Pick one. One. All right. You're taking too long. Who survived longer in a zombie apocalypse? Fern.
Me.
For sure.
I'm
the first one they kill.
So probably. So I happen to be one of these people that I'm a curbside shopper, I guess. Like, I pick up curbside stuff all the time.
You picked up something for like a boat. We don't own a boat.
Correct. It was parts. They were boat parts. And
we don't own a boat.
We don't own a boat. But they were boat parts. So I picked them up anyway. Because why not? But I also picked up like a leaf blower. I picked up
It didn't work. Continue.
It didn't work. But I did end up picking up a leaf blower that did work. I picked up a power washer. It worked for a minute.
For 2 days.
Yes. a big shop fan. Okay, whatever. I pick up stuff. I see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
So
But
how does that make you survive longer in a zombie apocalypse?
because I can find things and use them. I can repurpose things. That's why.
I feel like
My great grandfather taught me that if something is out there that can be used or repurposed, use it or repurpose it.
yeah, it's like that saying, someone's garbage, someone else's treasure, or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. So I find things, and if it's good, it's good. If it's junk, it's junk. Hey, two guitars. They both work.
I feel like if I go, because the question was about zombie apocalypse, and not back to your shopping addiction, even though it's curbside.
Still shopping.
I feel like maybe I'd be able to kill 2 zombies, and the third one killed me in the middle of me killing the second one.
Yeah. I mean, that's if you're by yourself, but if you're with me, you're good. You're good. Because
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
tactical. I'm pretty tactical.
I feel like you might toss me.
It might be pretty easy, though.
It might be like, go! And then you know.
I'd be like, hey, what's behind that door? Go. All right. All right. So we're going to move on to my question now. So what's something that brings you way too much joy?
Oh, man, that's a good one. For me is... Oh, it's going to sound cheesy. I already know you're going to say it, but whatever. For me, it's spending time with my kids and you.
Why is that cheesy?
I don't know.
It is.
And you see, I knew you were going to say
It's
that.
like a big old block of Gouda.
I don't know. It's just... So when you're not here during the week, during the week, us girls work from home.
Yeah.
And Monday through Thursday, pretty much, when I serve dinner or make dinner, our oldest will sit at the counter to eat her dinner, but she spends time with me, talking to me, telling me, catching me up on anything and everything in her life or anything else. And I like those moments. We sit there. It's like, even if it's just 30 minutes of us chatting. And then on Fridays, every Friday, our middle one and I have what we call, well, you say it better. How do you say it?
Whoop, whoop.
We call it Whoop Whoop Day, which is when
Whoop
we
Whoop
order.
Friday?
Yeah, Whoop Whoop Friday. We order Burger King. She'll sit on the counter. I sit at the sofa. I watch TV. She's watching whatever her K-drama is on her phone. Every so often, we'll pause the TV or the phone and we'll say something to each other, catch up throughout the whole week. And I don't know. To me, it just brings so much joy because I get to spend quality time with each one.
I like it.
And then with you, I have you the whole weekend.
I like it. I gotta say that for me, the joy is kind of similar. It's spending my weekends with you, and that really is what it is. You know? That's it. That's all I got.
Wow.
That's all I got.
Wow. Okay. All right. Moving on, I guess. I want to be able to get a couple of these before we end the episode. All right. Here's a good one. What's something that looks put together on social media, but is chaos in real life? Ooh, that's a good one. Because I feel like everyone on social media wants to look like they have a perfect life.
My hair, sometimes.
Wow. You just went in for it, huh?
Sometimes my hair looks fabulous on social media. But then in real life, it's like... Yeah. It used to look a lot better when it was long. It's grown out again. I'm going to grow it out again.
For me, I feel like it's just our life.
You think so?
Sometimes it looks put together, you know, like... I don't know. Being real, like... it's like chaotic. Like, you'll see a photo. We'll post a photo, let's just say right now. us recording. But just to get to this moment was chaotic.
Yes.
Between setting up, getting the dogs to stop making noises,
Yes.
figuring out which notebook had my notes in it.
And then putting away all the groceries that I had to put away.
I'm still recuperating from my sciatic nerve.
What is that? What was that?
I don't know.
Is there some random human being out there? I don't know. That was weird.
Oh my God. I'm still recuperating from my sciatic nerve. So it was,
Yeah,
it's chaos. Our life is chaos, but I wouldn't change it for anything.
No, it's been. I think that what we put on social media, honestly, is like the most real of who we are. You know, I don't think we mask anything of who we are. I think that's who we are, and that's who he is. That's who we are. That's who he is. That's so Popeye of me. It is what he is. We are what we are.
All right. I think we have what? 1, 2 more we have time for, maybe?
How about this one? What's coming next for the podcast?
Ooh. You're just going straight to, let's end it with that one?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a roller coaster. You never know. You'd have to stay tuned.
2026 is going to be awesome.
You know, I don't know.
There's a lot that we have in the works that
we have stuff planned, but we can't reveal things.
No. There's a lot going on.
What's the point?
There's a lot of partnerships that we're working on.
Maybe we'll have guest speakers with us.
We're working on some guests that we might have. You know, I think that those conversations are going to enhance your listening experience.
I mean, I think the only thing I can say is that would be coming up next on the podcast is growth.
Continuous growth. Continuous.
More.
Wow. What was that?
More chaos.
More chaos. That is guaranteed. We guarantee it. There's going to be more chaos.
And you know, before we end it, I mean, that was a good question, but before we end it, I just feel like this is the moment because, you know, we kind of just go with the flow. Oh man, I forgot now what I was going to say. Oh my God.
This is so
the heck?
It's so you.
We've been asked in the past, oh man, you guys don't edit your podcast?
No.
Cut out noises.
No.
Cut out like interruptions. We've been asked like, oh, why don't you make it more of a clean cut podcast? Guys, it wouldn't be real. It kind of goes back to what we see on Instagram.
Yes.
And what real life is.
Instagram versus reality.
Yeah, that one. Why give you what? Yeah, it would be great for us. We can take the time and cut out noises. We can cut out Milo in the background. We can
polish it up. We can add, you know, sound effects and music and this.
We could have cut out the barking. Fernando's phone going off right now. Okay, it was mine. Sorry.
Wow.
It was mine. It was mine.
I know that I am the captain of chaos, but that was not me in this cake. In this particular
In this
occasion.
cake?
In this cake.
But anyways.
Cake.
But let's be honest. What would be the point in cutting all that out when we can just leave it on and have some fun with it? And you guys can just enjoy and laugh with us. But or at us. You know.
Listen, if you're not having a good time and you're not sitting here at the table with us, what's the point? Because that's what it's all about, right? It's bringing you in to our table as we're having this conversation with you. And I hope that all of our conversations are enjoyable for you, with you, and you're having these conversations with us and with your families or your partners or your children or...
Yeah. keep the questions coming. We have some listeners that have asked about certain topics. So we will get to it. Just keep them coming. Check us out on Instagram.
At Limitless Couple 305.
And that's it for this episode, everyone. Same table, same chaos. Till next time, which will be 2026.
Man, I can't believe it's right there. Period.